Շնորհակալություն եմ հայտնում նաև բոլոր զեկուցումների,
I
որոնցից
would like to
մենք
thank
շատ
all the
բաներ վերցրեցինք
presenters.
եւ դեռ
We have learned a lot
կաշխատենք
from them and will
կաշխատենք
also
նյութեր
try
նաև
to translate our material to
անգլերեն
English
լեզվով,
so our colleagues can
գործիքներ
have them.
ունենան։ Մի փոքրիկ հավելում
One addendum. There was a question regarding creation of chess in schools. As a basis for chess program, we have utilized mathematical schooling system. The requirements are at the minimum. Within 3 years, a child needs to learn the chessboard, the moves, and one-step checkmate. There are other phases to teaching chess. Ours has 3 phases. I think that our foreign colleagues will not oppose to our future collaboration in methodological sense, training of teachers and simplifying the system of teaching chess.
Ամենակարևորը նա է, որ մենք իրար հետ ծանոթացանք։ Եվ այստեղ երկրորդ քայլն է պետք անել։
I think most important fact is that we met each other. The second step we have to take is not ceasing communication until the next conference, but in the meantime to work to make better the field we serve.
Ուզում ենք նաև նշել, որ սոցիոմշակութային փոխազդեցությունների դաշտում
Within the field of socio-cultural interactions, chess strategy should also become a strategy for our future conferences, so we can feel and understand each other's qualities and attributes, and to try to use them in our collaborations.
Thank you very much for all the insights that you gave on how you're preparing and training teachers in your countries. As we're doing our research and finalizing the research, we'll take everything into account. So thank you very much for those opinions. And we hope that we will be cooperating with many of you, both within the student and the teacher programs. Thanks a lot.
I am coming from Romania, and I also representing the European Chess Union, Chess Federation. And thank you for this opportunity to be here. It was an impressive conference, and as Mr. Kevin O'Connell told us some months ago, that could be the most important conference for chess in schools. And for sure, this is the reality, because we had the opportunity to see here all the achievements and how deep the progress is in this field.
I have learned a lot from this, and I was particularly thrilled by the visit to the academy, especially the spirit in which it was put together. The spirit of non-profit is the spirit that I wish we could all emulate and apply in our areas as we seek to develop the game of chess, especially in schools. But above all, I wish to reiterate the need for us to continue networking to devise the best way forward in this. Thank you very much.
I am astonished at what I saw here today and yesterday. Thank you to Armenian government, Armenian Chess Federation. Personal thank you to Mr. Luputyan for being here. I am here for the first time, and what I saw here has surpassed all my expectations. Even though our countries have been friends for a long time, Russia and Armenia, we still have things we can learn from each other to move forward. I am confident that this conference will to play its role in Chess in Schools program. And know that Russian and other participants are taking with them a lot of new ideas, new discoveries, about which they learned from Armenian colleagues and other participants of the conference. If every one of us will make all these ideas come to life, then the objective that President of FIDE, Mr. Elymzhenov, presented, to have 1 billion of chess players within 5 years, we will probably reach it in less than 5 years. We took a lot from the conference, from our interactions during the conference and during the breaks, gave us a wealth of ideas which participants have brought with them. Thank you to all of you and to Armenian Chess Federation, to the government of Armenia, to Sambat Laputyan, the Academy, and to all co-workers who gave us such a chess wonder.
Thanks, Armenian Chess Academy, personally, Mr. Sambat Laputyan. I wish, from the name of International School Chess Union, of course, and Chess in School Committee, I wish you to take strike again, to be first in the framework of chess in schools and other kind of events in the for children and for adults. You have a beautiful project, and I wish success all kind of your new ideas.
Огромную благодарность всем пригласившим меня, потому что это послужило
Big thank you to all of you who invited me, because it served me as a big push to comprehend what I have been doing during the past 25 years with children, and it's great.
Но я, конечно, хотела бы пожелать, чтобы никто не забывал, что в центре
And I would like to remind you all that in the center of it all is the child. All the keys and answers are within him.
Потому что происходят такие вещи, что у нас
Because the generation of
сменилось
children
поколение
is
детей.
changed.
Actually, this has been so interesting to hear a lot of perspectives from many different countries. That's one thing that particularly caught my interest, and that was all the very interesting empirical research on the effects of chess on kids in the school. I think this is really interesting, but I would also like if we could somehow export this knowledge, not only across countries, that would be, for instance, from Armenia to other countries, but also across, you could say, the chess culture border from the chess environment to the non-chess environment.
Я надеюсь, что во всем мире будут очень много детей заниматься шахматами, как развитие мозгу, интеллекту.
I am hopeful that everywhere in the world, many children will play chess as a development of intellect, and I am confident that chess in schools does develop all these qualities in schools and in life.
In the name of Slovak Chess Federation, I would like to thank organizers and all of us being here. It was wonderful 2 days, and I especially like presentation of my colleague from Poland and Italy. They gave me the idea how to train teachers.
It was a great honor and real pleasure to take part in this conference, and I would like to thank everyone, the organizers and all the distinguished guests. It was great that we could meet and share the experiences of our countries. We could see what are the possible ways of proceeding with chess in schools. We could see that actually we all face the same challenges, and in many cases we have similar ideas and we can inspire each other. But I think the most important part of this conference was the possibility of making new wonderful contacts, of developing possibilities of international cooperation.
It was so interesting and useful, this conference, because we have a lot of new ideas. Thanks from all.
Thank you to all for the opportunity to be here in this conference, in this very interesting conference. I think that we have done 2 days of a big brainstorming, and I come back to Italy with new ideas for new research. Thank you to all.
You made a lot of good things, because I think in Armenia something is happened very important, because you have great ideas. I don't care what will be the future in the world, because for chess in schools early to speak on a common project maybe is not necessary, but I think that in Armenia will be great for next 100 years, I think.
Also, thank you from Germany for excellent congress. It was absolute superb, and I got many new ideas, and it was wonderful. Thank you.
I can also hear that we all work with chess in the school, scholastic chess. Some are research, some are practice. And maybe in the future, it's too ambitious to have all these things in the same conference. So maybe if just an advice for a future conference, maybe it could be on more specific themes, or maybe it could be parallel conference or something, because there's so much knowledge here that it's too ambitious to have it in 2 days' time.
I think that this kind of conference and hear all these different voices give me hope, because I know by my own experience all the hard work that lays behind all these kind of projects that you have shown. And as I've done that work myself, it feels great not to be alone. And not at least, I want to say thank you to Armenia and to Mr. Zimbat Alputian that I think have done a fantastic job here in Armenia.
I would like also to remind that in the beginning of 20th century, Mr. Zigmund Tarash put first the accent on scholastic chess, and 100 years later, Mr. Yuri Razuvaev, as a president of Trainers Committee in Dresden, said that the future in chess belongs to chess at schools, and wishes good success in this field. Sport is a human right, but the education is obligatory, so if you want to attract more budget money for the future, you should put probably the stress on the education, not to sports.
In behalf of all my 720 students, thank you for the organization of this school. I see this as my own school, where I have so many people from many different countries trying to do what I challenge. Not necessarily I'm going to be good at the school, not necessarily I'm going to be good at chess, not what really we want to be is good citizen in your own country and in all the countries. I hope that this not happened. 10 years ago, I visited another good conference. I get all my energy, and when I come back, I will tell all my kids who I met many wonderful people from around, and the connection has been chess. Thank you very much.
A few things that I have observed in this particular data, especially that was presented in Armenia. One thing that I wanted to reflect was we have still not solved a major problem of how we are going to use the chess data to recycle it for other applications. And I will be very happy to work with the existing framework to see how we can recycle these data to inform policies and practices and see how things are changing from here.
First of all, I should say thank you for the invitation. We are here. We are very motivated. Our government is very interested in the chess program in the school. So we are looking the way to adapt in our country. As my colleagues say, we are coming under war. We are only have 12 years of peace. So we are open for cooperation, for every kind of cooperation to start the way chess in the school. Thank you very much.
As my colleague said, Angola intends to implement the chess in school starting next year. And all we drink here from you, we learn from you, we're going to use to convince sponsors and government to go forward with chess in school. Thank you for everybody.
I would like to start by thanking very much the organizing committee for having organized this beautiful event. I wanted to really to be part of this conference because I know that chess in school is in the core of the development of chess everywhere.
Having come from Malawi and sitting here listening to all the presentations, it has been quite soothing. And the only thing I can wish is that all the good nations that have championed chess in schools should consider very, very seriously in partnering some of our countries. And I invite you to Malawi.
As we implement our chess in schools programs, obviously from what we have gathered, our youngsters, from what we have learned here, and when we implement, we will greatly get what appears for me to be one of the best in terms of the bases that can ever come out of a conference. So for me, I'd like to really, really thank the presenters, and once again, Grandmaster Alputian for this conference, and also the vision that he has for the Armenian Chess Academy. I think that that's something that will really stand the test of time, and I think in years to come we'll look at it and say this is what really has provided us with this particular base where chess will be. I think that in 15, 20 years' time, I believe that with what we have, the material we've gathered here, and when we go back to implement this, we're really going to look back and say, okay, where we started from, what we achieved here is something that's really, really great.
И приехал здесь, я послушал, много идей, много теорий, и я благодарю. Я много взял отсюда.
I heard so many ideas here, and I am thankful. I have taken a lot from here. Big thank you to Chess Federation.
I hope in the future coming years we're going to work very closely, because the commission itself covers big area, including all your questions and problems you included during the conference. And also I hope with the experienced chairman, with Mr. O'Connell, we're going to support you whatever way you need our support from FIDE Chess and School Commissions. Thank you very much again, everyone.
I will go away from this more motivated than when I arrived. And I assure you I was quite motivated then, but more so now. What do I take from this? I take it that our similarities are much greater than our differences, even if we have different ways of saying it. Scholastic chess, chess in schools, what chess can do for schools, education for chess. Different ways of looking at it, different approaches even. But basically, we're all going in the same direction.
Ես նույնպես շատ շնորհակալություն եմ ուզում հայտնել բոլորիդ, որ դուք հարգեցիք մեր հրավերքը.
I also would like to thank all of you for respecting our invitation and for the fact that we were able to be helpful to each other.
Իրականում ես կուզենամ ձեզ հավատացնել, որ այսօրվա մեր
I would like to assure you that our goals and objectives are kindness for the society.
Եվ այդ մտածելակերպն է, որ ինձ միշտ ոգևորել է.
This mentality is what always inspired me, and I truly believe that chess can change a lot in this world.